Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red, this wonderful wet Monday morning. Just what we need. We're going to look at the end of what Jesus said here when he sent the disciples, John's disciples, away to bring him reassurance. In verse 7 of Matthew 11, he says, as these men were going away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. So you picture the scenario. John's disciples had come, gained what they needed from Jesus. Jesus had sent them away. And now Jesus is talking to the crowd about what he had just been doing with regards to John. And he says, what did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? So he asked them the question. What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? And what he was talking about was when they were attracted to John the Baptist, because John the Baptist had come and he began to proclaim things in the desert. And people went out into the wilderness, the desert, to hear what John had to say regarding the things of God. And so people were drawn. And Jesus now asked them the question, you know, when you went out to John, what did you go out to see? What was the intrigue in you that caused you to want to go out to see what John was saying? So hear what John was saying and see what he was doing. And there is a sense in which the inquisitiveness of who we are, the intrigue, the desire to know, to find out, drove the people to go out into a desert. And if we are going to be those who are, as it were, revealers of the gospel being the revelation of the cross and the kingdom, if we are going to be those who bring revelation of the gospel to the world, we need to bring about, as it were, the inspiration of intrigue in people in order for them to want to know, as it were, what we say and do, what we reveal. So we have to have a life that brings intrigue into the people around us' lives. So they say, how comes you don't act like that even though it's all gone bad? How comes you don't throw the towel in just because life is not sweet for you? And so we need to draw, as it were, people to us. And we do that by the way we respond in the desert experiences of our lives. So when Jesus says, you know, when you went out into the desert, what did you go out there for? And there's a sense in which when our lives are in the desert, it's an incredible opportunity for us to reveal the faith and the trust that we have in God to others around us, because people are watching your lives and they see how you respond. And the way you respond really reveals who you really are. So if you fall apart every time something goes wrong, people see that. And if you don't fall apart every time something goes wrong, people see that too. How you manage your life, in effect, is an opportunity for people to be intrigued about the relationship that you're having with God, which is why it's important to have such a relationship that enables you to get through the deserts that you experience in your lives. And everyone experiences deserts. There are all kinds of deserts, and we all experience them. And the way we manage determines how we bring an intrigue into people's lives, so that Jesus himself could say to the people who are watching us, what did you go out to see? Have a great wet Monday morning, and I'll see you tomorrow.